What's going on, y'all? This will be the last season prediction video that we're doing together. Seb will be doing the last one by himself, going solo. I apologize.
The west side.
Yeah, he's going to be doing the west side predictions. Throw it up for him. But I think this is going to be the toughest division in football. We got a minute to break down each team and tell you how this tightly knitted race is going to pan out. So, let me get this clock ready, and we'll be going. Seb, kick us off.
AFC North, right? All right, as my fourth-place team, I got the Pittsburgh Steelers coming in at 4-15.
Oh my gosh.
This will be the worst team in the NFL this year. Russ sucks. Patrick Queen was their best free agent added, and he's terribly washed. But
he's in his 5th year.
But Arthur Smith, as the OC, is a joke.
Okay.
That's all I gotta say about that. But now that I have in half an hour left, I'm going to go on a rant. The Steelers quarterback room is the worst in the NFL. Let me say this one second.
You are just doing this.
Let me say no. Look, in preseason, as the days increase, the intensity of how bad the situation is also increases. You guys seen all the news outlets. It's all over. Russ sucks in preseason, and then Justin Fields gets in there and then stinks it up even worse. This is the worst quarterback room in the league. So, yes, 4-15. I had it down at 3-14 over here, but I'm being generous. 4-15. This will be the worst season.
The bell rang. Go to the
I know. There's not much to say about this all-out 13 anyway. The Cleveland Browns at 10-7. The defense is no joke. They added more pieces to that defense as well. Jerry Jeudy will be one of the top receivers on that team this year, and the defense will give this offense many opportunities to score as well. So I got the Cleveland Browns at 10-7, and hopefully we see this Thursday night game in November. We have something cooking up. We just gotta be patient for a few more weeks, and we'll see what happens.
Make it happen.
But Cleveland Browns at 10-7. Not much to say about this. I think Deshaun Watson is gonna sit out or get hurt, and my boy Jameis is gonna come in and take this team to the playoffs. So I have high hopes for Jameis.
You really think that's gonna happen?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But anyways, going to my second seed team, I got the Baltimore Ravens at 12-5. The addition of King Henry was huge. Baltimore is definitely a great whole-rounded football team. Don't get me wrong. That offense is definitely going to score points every single week, no matter what. But what they're missing is a consistent quarterback. I said it. Lamar Jackson is not consistent. We saw it in the playoffs. Lamar doesn't have to rush anymore, so maybe that inconsistency does go away because now they have Derrick Henry, and Derrick Henry is going to be a dog. Zay Flowers is my breakout. You saw what happened in the playoffs. Everyone thought he had CTE. He's coming out with a vengeance, and he's going to be one of the PPR fantasy receivers. Zay Flowers will be top 5 this year.
Whoa.
Yes.
Top 5.
Crazy predictions, baby. Going to my number 1 seed.
Abysmal.
We got the Cincinnati Bengals at 13-4. Joe Burrow came out with a Slim Shady look to first day of camp. That's it. That's all I got to say. They will start 6-0. They will start 6-0. Okay.
Damn.
Joe Burrow wants to. He wants to prove everybody wrong. They were talking that he's probably not the guy because he got hurt last year. Blah blah blah. All this talk around Joe Burrow. I think him and Jamar Chase are gonna be going off this year. Zach Moss, not Chase Brown. Zach Moss will help this team get way better. Also, they added Trent Brown. Not to talk about that. Which was a huge signing for this team.
Let the viewers see your beautiful face, man. Stop hiding.
But overall, I think that this team is going in the right places, and they are a Super Bowl team. I said it here first. They are going to be in the Super Bowl this year. The Cincinnati Bengals will win the Super Bowl this year as well. They're going to be in the Super Bowl. Joe Burrow is a Super Bowl winning quarterback with that Slim Shady look. So Cincinnati Bengals at 13-4.
Well, we went off the spectrum with those takes. So
that's fine.
Good stuff with that. I like it. It makes us look very entertaining. I hope they stick.
Or it makes me look super dumb.
You already do that, so. All right, so I'm going to kick it off. And For my 4th seed team, I do agree with Seb that the last place team will be the Steelers, but I think they are going to be a very much improved record than 4-10. They're going to be 9-8 over.
Oh, that's criminal.
They're going to be.
Oh, that is criminal.
To be. Yeah. Well, take me away. All right. So out of 17 years that Mike Tomlin has been head coach, only 3 of those seasons he's finished with 8 wins. So that's pretty nuts. I don't see him going under 8 wins ever. And never finishing with a losing record. Out of 17 seasons, he's never had a losing record. They've upgraded on offense completely with a new offensive coordinator. I think hiring Arthur Smith is an upgrade at offensive coordinator because he was a former head coach. Now he just has to focus on the offensive scheme rather than everything with the team. And a new quarterback room with Fields or Russ, whatever it is, I think is better than Kenny Pickett. Either way. And they have Patrick Cream. Their defense is going to keep them in the games, and I have them finishing at 9-8. Now, for my 3rd place team, it's going to be tied with the 4th place team, and it's going to be the Browns at 9-8. It's pretty tough, okay? They're a very talented roster, but there's something weird around the team that I don't know if they're either going to perform extremely well or they're going to be middle of the pack and underachieve. So they're going to start at 4-1, possibly 5-0. The only game they could lose is playing the Cowboys first, but it's the Cowboys, Jags, Giants, Raiders, and Commanders are their first 5 games. I can easily see them going 5-0.
Yeah.
A very, very cupcake schedule to start the season. Then, from week 6 on, their schedule is rated the hardest by Pro Football Focus. That is where things start to fall apart. But they still have the Broncos, Saints, and Chargers, which I would say they're favorites in going in to all those games. So that puts you at 7 to 8 wins. They will split games with division opponents like the Steelers or the Browns or Ravens. They always do. They always split games with how this division is.
All right.
The last 4 are tough, though, with the Chiefs, Bengals, Dolphins. I have them finishing 9-8 because it's a very hard schedule after that first 5-game stretch. So, with my 2nd team, and that is going to be the Bengals, and I only got 45 seconds to give it to you. So, in the 2 seasons that Joe Burrow has played 11 or more games, they went to back-to-back AFC championships. All right? Joe Burrow showed up to camp with a buzz cut and bleached hair. He's on a mission, all right? They gave him that BBL buzz, all right? He just got a big contract. He's going to prove why he got that big contract. And Jamar Chase is looking to get a big contract. So the 2 best offensive players on the team, and you could say arguably the best offense in the league, you can argue that, have something to prove. That is deadly, and that is a recipe for success. 11-6 for the Bengals is the record I have them finishing at. Now, I have back-to-back division champs here with the Ravens winning division at 12-5. In the 3 years that Lamar has played over 12 games, they won 14 games, 13 games, and 11 games. In the 3 years that he has played over 12 games.
So 12 games is about right.
His health is key here. And I think, due to the Derrick Henry signing, he is going to stay healthy. It's going to take some of the load off. He's going to be able to hand the ball off more. Justice Hill is not a bad running back. They don't need to use Lamar on the goal line. That's for sure. And in short yardage situations. They can 100% use Derrick Henry there, which is where things get nitty-gritty and a little ugly.
That O-line is not that strong, though.
I feel like they always have a good run scheme and they're always tough. I think that, and they have horrible weather games, so Derrick Henry's big. The team is designed to beat pass-happy teams like the Bills, the Bengals, and the Chiefs.
And they will
keeping the ball away from them.
They will beat
with
those
Derrick
teams.
Henry.
They
can control the clock.
Yes, easily. Now,
Roquan Smith is a dog too, man.
I want to tear your Steelers prediction apart. You really think? Hold on. So looking at this division, you got the Cincinnati Bengals, Baltimore Ravens, and Cleveland Browns. You really think that this Steelers team is going to lose less than 15 games? Looking at who they have to play 6 times
Losing
between
less
those
than
2
15 games. Yes, I think they're going to lose 8 games.
So you already lose. So 0-4 when you talk about the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. They're not going to beat those teams
They
at all.
always beat the Ravens at least once.
The Browns, they could even. So in my prediction, they might split one of the Browns. Perhaps, maybe. I don't think so. So you're looking.
Beat the Browns.
So you're looking at 0-6. Then you got games like Atlanta L. Okay, so that's 0-7 right there.
They can beat Atlanta. Where's that game at?
Dallas, 0-8. Jets, 0-9. So I'm going to keep going here.
Those are all pocket passers that I think.
Philadelphia, 10.
They're going to lose to the
Kansas,
wipe
11.
The floor with them. They'll get wiped the floor with also there.
So
But then they also play the Broncos, don't they?
Yes.
And the Chargers.
Chargers could beat them. So that's
they
12.
They could beat them, but they can also beat the Chargers.
So my prediction might be slightly out, but I think they lose no less than 12 games.
I don't see it, man. I think they're improved than what they were last year.
If
their offensive coordinator is better than what they were last year.
If they beat the Eagles, bro.
They're not going to beat the Eagles.
Okay. That's what you said about Arizona, too, and we saw how that worked out.
Don't even bring that up. That was... I'm going to punch you in the face. I'm going to fight you now.
I mean, I would love to spar you. I would love to spar you. I didn't even flinch. I'll get that slip, you know. But anyways, nah.
You got that slow reaction like a sloth.
Just like that slow reaction.
You see that?
But listen, 9-8 for the Steelers is criminal, bro.
All right, you'll see, bro. They're finishing no worse than 8-9, 7-10.
Tomlin can't always go. Tomlin can't always be good.
He's did it for 17 years.
That's fine. Well, 18 is an even number, and you say what they say. Even numbers. You have your worst bad.
Oh my God!
Listen, you got your worst bad fortune.
You are just talking out of your ass.
You have your worst bad fortune on the even numbers. No, number 18 is a chance that Tomlin's like, hey man, I might just hang this up, just like Bill Belichick last year.
Watch this in the casino. Black 18. Black
Anyways,
18.
His Steelers prediction is criminal, or my Steelers prediction is criminal, whichever one. I feel like just like last year, you had them to be good.
They were better than they were you predicted them to be.
But wait,
they made the playoffs.
I understand that. That's great for them.
That's good.
But you had them to be 12-5, and I had them to be 5 and something, and they came in the middle. So I feel like that's the same thing is going to happen. But they're not going to be 9-8. They might win 7 games. They might win 6. I don't see them winning more than 7.
So you said 4, and then I said 9. They're probably going to win the over/under 6.5.
I say we put Eli Benjamin on that, on the over/under then.
Whatever the over/under is?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. We'll check it.
Well, yeah, we'll check it. All right. See you guys on the last one, which is believed to be the West. I'm doing that soon. But love y'all, and Steelers still suck.